Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the Arrakeen Residence map. We're playing as a green player out of the third position. We got the black player capped right here. I've also got some material in here. This is an interesting predicament because this is probably my best cap spot on this 4 here. You know, we could go safe on the 5. We could go a little bit safer on the 3. But realistically, I've got 9 troops here. He only had 8. To me, seems like maybe I should go here. There's some benefit to this, right? And here's my thought. My thought process is blue doesn't see any of this. If we get lucky enough, and I don't know what the rolls on this are, they may not be favorable. They may not be favorable. Let me see if I can find our risk calculator. And they may not be accurate at this point either. Capital roll, at least before the blitz changes, a 16 on 7 was an 85% chance of winning. Now I'll have an 8 here as potential. Oh, okay. Well, he didn't hit me. He took the bonus up here. He actually didn't go for me, which is, I don't even have to worry about it. That's so nice. This isn't Blue's capital, right? Where are you going, pal? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to break black. If I'm purple, I'm not super thrilled that black rolled through my material up there. Yellow takes his bonus. The bonuses on this board aren't super strong. The middle ones, I think, are pretty good. Yeah. And these two here are pretty good. But the corners, like what black tried to take, not great. So we're playing as a green player again out of the third position. It's a 30 territory map. We got 2 blizzards, knocks us down to 28. So we're 9 smaller than the classic map when blizzards are considered. And there are 9 bonuses on a 28 territory map, effectively 30. So averaging just over 3 territories per bonus. You can see the bonuses here. Living services, council services are +2s. Residency, entrance, west wing, and east wing are +3s. War corridor and royal corridor +5s. Atreides quarters +7. Observation deck a +4 if you're able to hold it. And this is one of the few perfect, maybe the only one. Don't quote me on that, but at bare minimum, one of the few perfectly symmetrical maps in the game. Now, this is something I thought would happen, which is the purple player full sending this bonus up top to knock black out of there. I think purple has double bonus right now. Black probably doesn't retaliate. I think purple is capped. I didn't see the fortify, and we saw him attack on the last side. I think he's capped lower passage west and took both of these bonuses. Blue comes out of the woodwork at the bottom. Doesn't break, though. Finds me. So blue has picked, out of the second position, has picked an awful capital, which I'm not compelled to do anything about. So we find red right there. I'll go back. I don't know. I don't get much out of staying there, that's for sure. And I don't really want to aggress. Yeah, there we go. That's a double break from yellow. Finishes the bonus despite the fact that, again, I believe purple is capped right here. And he holds there, getting only 7 troops. So he had the means of whacking. Now we know purple's got a 12 here, 5 in reserve. You're obviously going to get broken. I figured red would attack up this way. Red, surprisingly not taking this bonus yet. I would attack in. Don't even worry about your fortify. Take your bonus. I guess you only have 2 cap cards. He actually doesn't even he doesn't continue. He just leaves that there. So somebody's trapped in the corner over here. We've got blue in this corner, purple here, yellow here, red here, black here, me here. Oh, that is insane. And he got great dice on that. Does he finish the bonus? Chaos is amongst us already. By the way, this is Tier List Tuesdays, the series on the channel where we play every single map. Oh, do not continue. Oh, yellow might come steal this capital. This is a 5 cap now. That was a dreadfully terrible play by purple. The 5 fortifies in. Just a oh, do not keep attacking. I think the initial hit. Oh, he's only got 3 on that. Blue might try to roll that. If blue doesn't roll it, then yellow probably does. What a dreadful play. Didn't bring the 5 in, brought the 3 in up here instead. Wow. That is fascinating. Now, I'm not really in a position where I can try to take purple's capital. I don't know how he expects that yellow won't just go into him again. This is what I thought might happen. Loses everything, so this is probably even cheaper now. Blue didn't even get a bonus off of that. I think I go take it, right? I don't know that I get hit by yellow or black if I do. You know what? I'm gonna not take it. I think taking it leaves me a little bit too weak. There's some benefit behind not taking it, and that is that yellow's going to go into purple again. And yellow should take it, and now I've now opened blue up to this potential hit here. If he doesn't take it, and he leaves it as a 3, what are you he lets him hold? Well, this is even better, because purple's probably just going to hit him again. What is going on? This is maximum chaos. I don't know why blue didn't take a card in the middle. I believe there's a card here that he could have taken that he chose not to. Red takes his bonus, which is wise. This cap's super weak. I thought for sure yellow would take it. Now purple will instead get the +5 here and probably just hit you again. He gets 10 troops now. I thought for sure yellow would roll this. Blue comes off and hits it. Instead, I think we just get purple going back into yellow again. Wow. Just wow. I mean, either way you chalk that up, it still ends up being pretty good for us. So me and red and black are... He didn't defend the capital at all. He simply didn't defend it at all. So blue's going to take the purple capital now. How do you not defend? Yeah, blue at least understands the value of a capital. That is insane to me. Now he's going to split between both, but I think yellow's just going to bonk through purple here. So I'm just going to take my singular card over here. I'm staying stronger than black intentionally. Capital. I don't go take this because black has... I don't think black's a bad player. The fact that black didn't roll me on turn 1 already makes me think he's one of the better players in the lobby. Now purple is still holding this, so blue likely... Interesting. Well, I hit my 3 there. That wasn't causing you any problems. It does remove me from that side of the board. My pathing actually isn't great with red in the middle here. I got to go through blue to get over to yellow. This is almost better because now purple will roll through blue. Yellow doesn't retaliate. Very weird. And he trades early. Wow. I don't know why yellow hit my 3 there. It really wasn't causing any problems. Because then he didn't finish the bonus. Like, if you were going to take the bonus, I get it. Loses 4. So now blue is just weak. Does he win this as well? He does not hit blue here. Is he going to sit in front of blue? Purple ignoring his cap. This is wild. So anyway, this is Tier List Tuesday. We take a look at every single map and risk on the meta settings. Those settings are auto setup, 6-second turn timer, progressive cards, balance, plus dice, no rank restrictions, alliances, and portals are off, fog and blizzards are on. We have neutral inactivity behavior for this particular series. And again, we are playing as the green player. Now, interestingly, this deserves to be noted. Black just lost 2 troops on a 1. I had somebody in my stream the other day. I assume that was a 1, mind you. I had somebody in my stream the other day tell me that you can't lose 2 on a 1. And then they're like, oh, you got a slider. But I guess this technically wasn't a 4-on-1. But in a 4-on-1, you can lose 2 troops. Whoa. Okay, blue had a ton of material in here. I'm not trying to pick a fight with anybody right now. Purple's going to get a lot on this next turn. Did red have his bonus, by the way? He had 9. Okay. I probably could have stolen purple's capital, but yellow's going to do it for me. So just simply for free, which is pretty comical. I think you hold more here than you do here. You're like, what, 26? Maybe purple. Oh, he only holds like 10 there. So purple's just going to hit that back then. Probably feed himself. What a weird game. I forgot that I could theoretically come take this, but purple's been such a loose cannon in this game that it doesn't even really benefit me to do that. Now red could actually come off his cap, boom, 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 and come take this from yellow. He opts not to. So we got a couple passive players, couple aggressive players. Purple with no capital now. Blue we see with a ton of troops over here. Presumably hits back into this, right? Only loses 3. And yellow only left, what, 5 there? Because we saw it attack as a 26. I don't know. Purple must not play capitals very often. That is my assessment here. So we'll stay larger than black. Blue go with a bunch of junk up here. Black and I kind of in the same boat. Red has by far the best capital on the board. Easily the best cap spot on the board. I didn't really have a lot of good options. I had like, what, up here? These 2 spots weren't horrible. We had one over here. Blue closes off. I want to attack into here to view. That's my goal. +2 on master room. Is that our... That's close to what we had there. I'm not going to break purple. That does open yellow's line up more directly. We have a trade on 3. I want to see yellow go for purple here, because he will not trade off of an elimination on purple, and he'll give me great lines to come eliminate him off of that position. It may get me targeted. I do fear it gets me targeted. No, he just goes for the bonus. Does he not even break? He does still break. So he's smart enough to more appropriately butter purple up here. We're playing a little bit of take a card and pass, but it's mostly trying to see how my opponents develop. So if you're at any points in this game, if you've questioned why have I not taken swings at this capital over here, it's simply because there's been too much interest in it. That's an annoying play by red, and we're not going to let him hold that. That's a really greedy play to hit that much material and expect the people that you've just removed from that area with relatively large stacks to not retaliate. That's the first very bad play I've seen from red. And he burned through quite a bit of troops just to do that. So now we're actually troop-wise, total troop-wise, on capital stronger than him. Yeah, blue never set, so we probably could have eliminated blue, but I don't think it would have been worth it. Purple's just playing all over too much. And the problem is he hasn't broken yellow a single time up here. But red just bonked. Blue's material bonked our material. To try to overly aggressively take the bonus in the middle, and I just don't think that's going to be fruitful for you. Let's see what blue does. I could see blue going for and failing the purple kill. But it's also possible purple burned too much off cap here. Blue would trade off of purple, unlike yellow. So black's getting 8, so black has the +3 over here. Blue doesn't do anything, operates off of this stack up here. I'm not happy that he removed my material. I'm going to let purple get one more card. We'll eliminate purple if he does get one more card. I wouldn't be surprised to see yellow eliminate him right now, though. Though I'm not seeing any of his attacks. Not a lot of population from blue here. So blue did break red, too, because he probably wasn't happy, the same way I wasn't happy. And if you retake this, I mean, you're breaking nothing, so congrats. All right, let's see if purple trades, because I will take the 4 cards off of purple. The cost of 20. I assume well, black has this bonus, right? And we know that purple was never in here, so this is the end of purple on this region over here. Although 20 troops, I'm not sure 20 troops benefits me much, but yellow never hit him, so. Like 20, to get 20, and I guess 1 additional card. Set. Yeah, I guess I got to think of it as set, eliminate, set, right? That has a little bit more appeal to it. Black's hitting quite a bit. Did black get broken by yellow? He did. So yellow now picking a fight with another player, which is just strange to me. Blue, if he traded, would not trade enough of purple. I think purple has been an agent of chaos, but I think we just need to remove this player from the game. Because we'll double set. We'll trade, and then we'll remove, and then we'll trade again. He did trade early on 3 earlier, so you can't really trust a player like that, unfortunately. I don't know how much juice blue has down here, but he's a card behind. He did trade for the best trade-in, but, you know, hasn't had any bonus. Didn't conserve his material very well. So we're going to go for it. I'm going to trade my Joker to do this. Yeah, I got to make sure I get it. I'll trade the Joker. You don't need a slider, but I've heard people saying you should, so we will do that. 10 on capital. That trades me in. And he had a trade on 4, at least. My lower cap I need strong enough, but probably not too strong. We're back on 3. No trade-in, though. If yellow comes and tries to eliminate me, he will throw his own game. Looks like he's more focused on keeping black at bay. You don't retake here if you don't let him hit me. I mean, I'm not going to let you hold this. I don't know why. I don't know why he feels he's entitled to this. Maybe he lets me hold. If he lets me hold this bonus, I won't hit him. All right, I'll leave him alone. Keeps a 3 there. That really doesn't deter me, but I'm not worried about it. Red retakes this bonus. It seems he is fully knocking blue out of the right-hand side. I can't imagine this will have good feelings for you, red. I also have no cards over here, so I am just going to break red. Black should know that I'm the player with double cap and probably not sack into me. He may retaliate on... what was that count? He just put 3 over here. Red's open to me. That is the one downside, but he traded early for some reason. Don't think blue can... Yeah, he's going to break red, right? Okay. Come on, dude. What are you doing? Probably need to trade on 4. Because black is so strong over here. I chose not to hit red. We let red get 16 in the middle. All right. Oh, he's going to eliminate blue. That could fail. He gets it. All right, well played. I unfortunately the number didn't show up for however much he lost there. That is he'll be on 5. He trades in for 45. Yeah, there's no way we can eliminate him unless he has exactly 45 left. Goes back here. He presumably even split there. My hope is that these guys get scared off by red. If black were open off his capital, he'd be able to actually roll red. But I don't think that's the case. We are going to trade for the 50. He put everything here. All right, fair enough. I'm not going to hit red at all. I don't have the incentive to hit red. Letting him be strong isn't the end of the world. Yellow may eliminate him here, though. Yellow can eliminate him here. He would trade off of it. His cap was strong enough, I think. That's just not a smart use of your troops. He doesn't even know that he could have eliminated yellow or eliminated red here, I don't think. You don't add the extra 9 there, and then you end up winning this here. Red gets 15. And he trades. That was my fear, right? Is he's going to be on a set. That's part of the reason why I traded in. Is positionally I'm in an all right spot, but what red should do is allow this to be a trading zone in the middle. So it says red's aggression for this bonus early, I think, was not smart, but his play into the blue capital, I think, was. And blue kind of told on himself a little bit with how many troops he had because he came and broke me. Although that might have been after a split. I'm not sure. I don't really know why he broke me. Black's in kind of a weird position right now where his cap is actually pretty easily card blockable. Let him have the bonus. I mean, I guess it's a 4-point here because this territory has so many different spots it looks at, but theoretically red and yellow could card block him over on this side. And, you know, he's got the 1 territory on me here, and that's about it. So we'll see what black chooses to do. He is not open. Chose to close himself off for a +3 bonus. I will not be making the same mistake over here. And he's actually gone MIA. On 4 cards, he comes back. Right towards the end of his turn, he's actually playing it out. All right. Got back in just in time. Now, I do wonder if red has a trade on 3. He's going to try to push into black. I don't think he has the troops for it. Red already has pathing into this capital on me anyway. So it doesn't matter that I hit him because I can see Yellow's territories in here. Yellow chooses to hit here and loses 2 instead of taking the easy hit on me. Red gets 14 now. So red actually had 12 or more territories there for a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 maybe was the total before yellow and I removed him. Black puts everything off cap here. Looks like he's going on a little adventure. Knocks yellow out of the middle for some reason. Don't have a trade in, but also don't like him stacking on me. And this is the one issue, is that 2 of us are defending multiple capitals, whereas black is just on the one spot. Did he get broke? Yeah, yellow got broken up here. I'm not sure what black's goal is. The bonuses don't matter a whole lot anymore. Red's been getting too much. We're getting what? We got double cap. We're getting 12, so that's not that much less than red. Black trades again. He's going to slant. Oh, no, yellow opened him. This does not trade him if he goes into yellow. We get to attack first. Do we have a trade in? We do. All right, so this is now a 1v1 between red and I. Yellow or black had enough. He had enough of the, we trade off of this? 4 cards? Yes, we do. Okay. Black had enough of the red, or of the yellow player, that he chose to just bonk him out of here. 50 here, I guess. I will fortify to this. These 2 need to stay defended. I'm not going to risk going into that corner in case there's extra troops back there. Or sorry, I'll put my trade there. And there are extra troops. Black just had enough of yellow, I guess. I don't know what that was all about. He didn't even have a trade on 4, which is tough. Red's going to try to card block. I'm going to open him up. I'm just trying to reduce his troops on this particular trade-in. But I have the block here. This is an easy block down here. It's just about blocking the middle, which is a lot harder. Let's see how smart he is. Red got to the point where I believe that he was the strongest opponent skill-wise of my opponents. And this, well, I spoke too soon. He immediately has closed off his capital. If he slams me, he probably loses. This is perfectly fine. The reason this is fine, he may have a trade on 3. However, oh, shoot. I'm just getting prepped to set the block mostly. Force him to take this card, I guess, and then give myself a card here and these cards here. It's 12. So he has this card here. If he's got the trade on 3, then good for him, but Yeah, there it is. Which might be good bait, right? I bait him into taking a capital and rolling that down. Because he still can't take these two down here. So him trading early, again, I messed that up with the split there. Loses 10, loses 5. Come on, lose like 40, 38, huge. Because the 29's open to this. He probably pulls troops off to it. Yeah. It's a little bit of a gaff there. Because now I actually can't... Oh, I can take this card. This card doesn't look at a capital. Maybe I can bait him into rolling another cap then. I'm fine opening that one. I need to break this bonus in the middle right now. Because he has this. He pulled more than half of his troops off of this, I believe. Or maybe about half of them. Just setting up the block in a new spot. That's the biggest thing. This cap is actually a better one to have than this one, I think. Because he can hold more bonuses with it. The issue is he was going to win it anyway with the number of troops that he had there, even with the splits. I was banking on him not having the trade on 3. He obviously had the trade on 3. This map, I think, for a small map is one of the best small maps possible. Chooses to... I don't think this is the right way to play this. I'm just going to have to force his hand. He doesn't have the trade in right now. I have to force his hand to hit over here. I can't open up the middle again. So let's do that. I gotta force him to take these 2 cards over here. So get more troops now that he's got these bonuses in the middle. I don't have a trade in. As long as he's overly aggressive here, if he hits the 25 here, he chooses not to hit the 25. Now, unfortunately, I'm forced to open him again. That's the problem with this capital. Changing my philosophy here. Because he got this, and I now lose out on 1, 2, 3, like at least 3 cards here. These ones, unfortunately, open up his capital, which is why I need to keep them where they are. Now, theoretically, I could weasel my way into his capital in the middle if he keeps putting everything here. Well, buddy. That's like the worst play you could have possibly done here. Horrible. Genuinely the worst way he could have done that. I mean, just terrible. All you had to do was be patient. And unfortunately, he was not. So 71, he has nothing on this cap right now. Just don't open up his capital in the middle. Now, unfortunately, he gets a trade in here, so he likely gets at least one of these back. Here's the issue, is that he rolled me. He didn't get great dice, but I managed to get somehow worse dice. Not on the second cap so much as the first one. If he doesn't have a trade in here, then I can solidify. I'll bring, make sure everything lands on cap, bring back to cap. If I'm him, I'm retaking a cap here. But maybe he doesn't have the set. If he doesn't have the set, you know, like, I just bring, we start here. I'm bringing my troops back to cap so that everything's defended. I probably still should have prioritized this one because this one's not as good because I can still block it, but trade on 3? I have a trade on 3. That's massive because the trades are so high. That's the issue, is a cap roll on this is probably good for him. Now he's had to fortify material around and he's lost all of it, which has helped. In this position, though, I can block from this spot again. Maybe he's got a trade on 3. But from this particular position, I can block again. And that all goes back to capital. So now I prioritize breaking the bonuses here. I think 20 on each of these spots. This is... I missed here. That's fine. That'll just be a fortify. Shoot. I did not mean to win that. I meant to zero, but I didn't mean to click again. I tried to click off. It didn't work. Well, if he doesn't have a trade in, we're probably still fine. We just don't get to block as nicely, unfortunately. Just gotta defend. Defense now is the priority. Mostly. Like if he takes this one, I don't have to reopen there. Dang, I didn't mean to take that. I have messed up. I will fully admit to all of you, I've messed up at various points in this game right now. Is he going to roll my 55? Looks like he's going to roll the 55. We know how much he has here now, though. When he hits the 21st, that's not what you should be doing here. This is a misplay. I don't like that at all. I think that's a waste of your resources here. Because you're not open to this. So you can't actually roll that. Pull a little bit back to here. Maybe you win this. Probably do. Mathematically, you should. Yeah, he does. I don't have a trade yet. He's still not open here. Maybe he's got a set on 3. I have a trade. Trying to get him to close his cap off. He shouldn't, with 300 troops, he shouldn't be able to cap run. This shouldn't be able to cap run. If he takes the under caps, that's better than the over caps. Yeah, 130, 69. He's down to 116 total. Across these 3 caps, these 2 caps don't have any troops on them. And he has no cards either. Like no, yeah, he has no cards. Simple as that. All right, good game. Fortifies some to the middle. Potentially all. I'm not going to risk opening that. Because he had extra troops over there. So I don't want to bum rush him. He won't be on a set anytime soon. You hope he just pulls off. I don't know if he split everything here, though, right? These caps may still both have troops on them. That felt like a full fortify. Yeah. I'm not risking it back here. I've got the trade on 3. Okay, it looks like he did. I think he understands that I didn't want to risk it. And those 50-something troops were everything. All right, we win. 42 minutes later, no worries. This map always creates chaos. It's so small. I actually think of the small maps, it's better than a lot of them. Let's check the ranks for our opponents. Red was our strongest opponent at Master. Blue was expert. Just picked a... I mean, you're so early in the turn order. I can't understand picking that cap back in the corner. That's super card blockable. Feel a little bit bad for Black because I capped next to him, but also I had a bunch of material in there. I couldn't pass it up. And Purple, defend your caps, bro. But shout out to Red. Good game to him. Let's take a look at where this one ranks on our tier list and also a little bit about the map. For starters, I think typically the nice thing about this map is that the blizzards aren't super impactful. You know, sometimes you'll get ones in the middle that choke up the board a little bit, but there's a lot of runaround. We had the double cap or double blizzard here, which made the bottom kind of an interesting little choke point where myself and Black were both capped. But you can see we navigated our way around. The middle is very good for late game play. Red had a lot of access to a bunch of different points. Obviously, without Black sacking into yellow, this game may have taken quite a bit longer for us to try to win. But despite being small, I actually think even with 6 players that this map kind of works because of the symmetry, because of how many different connections there are in the middle of the board. The card blocks, as you could see, you know, when the trades are at that awkward amount where you don't generate enough off of your advantage with your troop generation that you have to be very careful with your card blocks. I messed them up a couple times. It takes some tact. It takes some skill. I think this might be the best small map in the game, and I'm putting it in B tier. I think it's better. Honestly, it's better than a lot of these B tier maps that I have here. Because the bonuses, you can actually hold them. Like Deutschland's a little too strong in some that middle bonus. Skull and Crossbones can get a little too choky. I actually genuinely think this map is the best of the map pack that we've reviewed so far. Which I think, yeah, we've reviewed 3. I don't think it's quite as good as a lot of these maps up here. I think I enjoy it, and I think it's more balanced than even Red Sands. So we're going to put it here between Red Sands and Younger Scrolls. I think Younger Scrolls being a little bit larger and having the bonuses be maybe a little bit more impactful throughout the game is going to give it the edge. But this map it's fun. I enjoy the games I play on it pretty much every time I play it. It does have a little bit of stalemate risk, which is why we're not going to put it any higher, but it's probably the best small map in the game. as far as being a balanced map goes, and I'm sure that the symmetry has something to do with that. But that's where we're gonna rank Arrakeen Residence. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Tier List Tuesday next Tuesday, finishing out the Doom map pack. As always, everybody, I have been C Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.